Hi, it's Ollie here from roastmylandingpage.com. Hotjar have launched a new landing page, which I'm going to quickly roast. I've got about 2 minutes because that's what you get on Twitter for recording a video. So this is a rebrand. There are some tweaks, refinements to the landing page. I'm going to point out some of the things that I like and some of the things that I'm less sure about. So Hotjar is an analytics tool. It does journey recordings on your website and a few other things. You can launch surveys, that type of thing, to get feedback from your users. So their new heading, actually, it's the same, but it says understand how users behave on your site, what they need and how they feel fast. So analytics is the way you're going to achieve that, and surveys and whatever else they have as part of their functional suite. But the kind of, it's not necessarily a benefit, but what you're going to get out of that, the value is that understanding. And they immediately address some doubts. So no credit card required. This is a quantification here. So they're saying 31,000 companies signed up last month. It's a form of social proof. It's saying you're in good company. And then for certain company sizes, things like this, or anyone it could be, but this matters, you know, are you GDPR and CCPA ready? These call to actions are quite interesting. There's two. It says sign up with email and sign up with Google. So you're kind of giving me two choices. And then you're actually taking me through to a page where I've got that choice again. I don't know. I would maybe be testing that against one call to action. Or certainly if I was using sign up with Google, I don't know if I'd load another page to then have me click that button again. It just seems to add another click for no reason. They've also implemented a video into the hero space. That's kind of interesting because recent research from Unbound says that video on SaaS landing pages can actually decrease conversion. Of course, it does depend, but I would be testing it without video. The reason is the play rates on video are quite low, like 10 to 15%, means 85% of people aren't going to see that critical info. Anyway, previously they had product shots to support the kind of suite of tools they have. Now it's actually just these kind of illustrations. But I do like that it feels a little bit more holistic across heat maps, recordings, feedback and surveys. So I like that. It's just actually there's a little bit more telling rather than showing. So if I quickly show you on the old page, you know, you could actually see some of these products in action. It looks a bit naff how they did it here. It's not necessarily beautifully executed, but it definitely shows you what they're talking about. One thing I do like is that they have the feedback function on their own landing page, and of course that's one of their tools, so that's a nice way of demonstrating it. I don't know if maybe I would embellish that a little bit and point an arrow to it and say try our feedback tool, you know, something to bring that to life. Here they're addressing a few more doubts. That was kind of interesting. It does seem like the big doubt that people have is around is privacy. Is it respectful of people's privacy, because they do have user recordings, the journeys that users go through, and so I suppose this does come up a lot, and that's why it's addressed here. What I found a bit odd again is then you've got to try it for free here with the rocket, no rocket there. Then you've got to tour the product here. This is quite nice. You can see it's following my mouse. But then you've got sign up with email, sign up with Google. There just seems to be quite a few routes and inconsistent labeling. Something I loved actually though was how they talk to different potential buyers or users of their products. So they talk directly to the product managers and tell you why this tool can work for you, and then it actually gives you the types of question or outcomes you might expect to receive after using the tool. So here product designers, here researchers. Here's an integrations wall. I never like these because I don't think they talk about benefits or how people fit into the workflow when they just show a bunch of integrations. Save time and effort is just a generic phrase, and it's saying integrate with dozens of tools. I'd much prefer to hear when and how you might use it, common use cases here to bring that to life. Down here we've got a testimonial. There's not a lot of social proof on this page actually, and I do have to click to get through to more testimonials, so something to consider, you know, how many people actually click on this. Could we scatter these throughout the page? It would have the effect of making the page longer, but these are really concise. Sorry, these have some friction even because I have to click through. People will not sit and wait here. It's very unlikely just to see a testimonial if they're automated. By the way, I've gone over the time, so I'm not sure if I can put this on Twitter anymore. So here we have a bunch of guides. guides are good fun. They help educate users. I know that these have all been SEO'd and they're building a search footprint. I suppose you could consider this something for people to do if they're not quite ready to sign up yet. You know, they can explore a guide, they can understand your credibility or authority, and then move on to, you know, going in and signing up. And then what we traditionally see, I see this on, I would say it's about 80% of landing pages. I have audited a few hundred and roasted about 500 now, but you're going to see a call to action preceding the footer. So that's very common. It's for people who get to the end and they haven't yet acted. It's saying, come on, act now. You've also got it up here. It's consistent. That is a nice thing. It does, I've read some reports that prove it does actually lift conversions, so something to consider. And yeah, there's a lot of nice design work going on here. It looks beautiful. There's some cool little visual effects. Anyway, that's a rapid roast of the new Hotjar website. Well done to those involved. If you like what I'm doing, check out roastmylandingpage.com. Have a lovely day. Cheers.